Don't be afraid to try the newest sport around. It's catching on in every city town. You can do the tricks the surfers do. Just buy a quadrimoto or the coffin too. Why don't you grab your board and go sidewalk surfing with me?
Skateboarding was born in the 50s when Californian surfers screwed roller skate wheels onto wooden boxes. People who skated mainly produced their own homemade setups. Clay wheels were widely used but were deemed extremely dangerous and hard to control. The connection between skateboarders and the surfing community went hand in hand and contributed largely to the culture, making it more mainstream. When the waves were flat, skateboarding was seen as a way to surf on dry land. The surfers mainly partook in downhill slalom or freestyle skateboarding, imitating popular stances and tricks. By the early 60s, due to the industrial development, the skateboarding status changed from toy to sports equipment. In 1962, the surf shop Val Surf in Hollywood sold the first self-produced skateboards. The skateboard culture in California in the 1970s has left a lasting mark on the sport and on America's cultural identity. In the early 70s, Frank Nasworthy started to develop a skateboard wheel made of polyurethane. The improvement in traction and performance was so immense that from the wheels released in 1972, the popularity of skateboarding started to rise rapidly again. The drought that hit California in the 70s helped capitalize skateboard culture's popularity. Swimming pools and drain ditches laid empty and dry, allowing kids to carve them up with their skateboards. The Zephyr Competition Team, or Z-Boys, were a group of skateboarders in the mid-1970s from Santa Monica and Venice, California. The sliding skate moves that the Z-Boys invented were the basis for aerial skateboarding today. The Zephyr team consisted of over a dozen young surfers and skateboarders, including Tony Alva, Stacy Peralta, and Jay Adams. In 1978, Alan Gelfand, who was given his nickname Ollie, learnt to perform no-handed aerials in bowls and pools, using a gentle rising of the nose and scooping motion to keep the board with his feet.
But nowadays you can walk into a sporting goods store or a drugstore and buy one of these. This is a skateboard.
That's not a skateboard.
Some neighborhood daredevils.
We're going to do a little adjusting here.
Right here on Weekend Today.
Now this is a skateboard.
By the 1980s, it was possible to earn good money as a professional skateboarder. In 1981, Thrasher magazine was founded with the punk rock lifestyle slogan "Skate and Destroy." Skateboarding continued to grow, and global spread of new tricks and unseen maneuvers allowed the first skate videos on VHS. In the late 1980s, companies like Pal Peralta, Santa Cruz, and Vision dominated the scene. Different riders with individual styles enhanced new tricks. Skateboarding hardware was developing further and further. Shapes changed, boards became wider, and got more concave. They also featured a nose and a tail. Skate park pools and ramps began to construct copings that provided a steel tubing used for grinding or sliding.
Who took the bomb?
Skateboarding during the 1990s became dominated by street skating. Board styles had changed dramatically since the 1970s and had remained mostly alike since the 1990s. With the release of popular Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games, everybody wanted to be a pro. Around 1992, the new deal was with massively huge trousers in the skate world. Around this same time, Blind released their infamous blind jeans that came already cut off at the bottom. Street skateboarding is a skateboarding discipline which focuses on flat ground tricks, grinds, slides and aerials within an urban environment and public spaces. In today's age, skateboarding has now been recognised as an Olympic sport, hosting huge worldwide competitions such as the X Games. People are often misinformed when it comes to the skateboarding society. Misconceptions revolving around skaters' rebellious attitudes has given them a bad name. Although the sport now seems to be breaking its stereotype, many still don't understand the culture and do not see how far it has evolved. As a subculture, skaters value creativity, risk, and freedom.